Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Just rise again. Rise coffee with rice creamer that I'm trying to use up. Creamer's a probiotic. I would not purchase that again. It does not really make the coffee very creamy in my opinion. The coffee's already creamy and it doesn't add to it. But some people might like it. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not my favorite. So today the high temperature is going to be 61 and it's breezy out there and really cloudy. Last night we were supposed to have an aurora sighting here. And so I really wanted to see it so badly. It's one of the few things on my bucket list. So I ended up around 11:30 at night going for a little drive, looking to see if I could find it, but nothing. I was so disappointed. I should not have gone out anyway. My night vision isn't that great, so I won't be doing that again. But anyway, yes, I was chasing the aurora. It doesn't come up here in my neck of the woods very often. It is visible sometimes, but very rarely. So anyway, that was my adventure last night, and then my one grandson called me. Oh, we're going to go look for the aurora. He and my daughter, they were out looking, and this was all random. And then my other grandson that lives here, he was out looking. So it was a whole family adventure, but we didn't go together. It was just something we all decided to do. We all decided to hop in the car and see what we could see. But it was a big bust. I did see one little flicker of light. It lasted about as long as a shooting star would last. Just go across the sky, but it was very underwhelming. So anyway, that was an adventure. So I don't know how many of you guys got to see it in your area. I know it was visible in the northern U.S. And some places were supposed to be really good viewing, like in Michigan. And you know, usually around here, when celestial events happen, it's cloudy. But this year, the eclipse was just beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. So we got a good view of that, and I was hoping the aurora would follow suit, but nothing. I guess I'll have to take a road trip to Iceland or somewhere. But that's not on my bucket list. I have no desire to go traveling to foreign countries. I did a lot of traveling when I was younger, with my mom especially. My dad, he didn't like to travel, so you know, my mom and we went to Europe to visit my grandparents, and we went to Spain. I've been to what was Yugoslavia. That was a beautiful trip. We went by train, so I got to see all through that area of Europe. I've been to France, but not as a destination. France, we were just kind of passing through. And then I've been to the Bahamas, and that was nice, several times actually. The Virgin Islands. Oh, let's see, where else? Got as far west as the Grand Canyon. I've never been to California, and that was a road trip with my parents. And then with my one significant other, we went on a motorcycle trip to the Carolinas and back. That was a fun trip. So I did quite a bit of traveling when I was younger. But now I like to stay close to home. Oh, Mexico, I've been to Mexico. Can't forget that. And the weather in Mexico is so terrible. All we had was clouds except for one day, which was really nice. And we went to, oh, I forget which ruins it was. Anyway, it was very nice. Plus, I got food poisoning before we left, and that was an adventure. So I was in the room most of the time. But anyway, here's cheers to the world and traveling, and hopefully things will straighten out. And ooh, this is so full. Cheers. Will straighten out in our world, and humanity can live here for a very, very long time. Yeah, that's good. Now, my personal opinion is, I know not everybody agrees with me, but I think space exploration is a mighty good idea because every planet has an expiration date, just like every star and everything in the universe. So I think it's not a bad idea to widen our horizons and see where else we can go. And people like Elon Musk, who are very forward-thinking and inventors, we need more people like that. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy my coffee for a little bit, do some pondering on what I want to do today. I won't be working in the garden because of the weather. Bandit is going for a haircut today. So I'll do some putzing around in the house. So all right, I will meet you over there at the budget book. All right, back at the budget book. So yesterday I did spend money. I went to Home Depot and I bought some mouse spray. It's that Tomcat stuff. I've had that in the past in a can, but I bought a big container of it, and I want to spray that all the way around my foundation. So I ended up buying that, and they didn't really have the grass killer that I was looking for, so I'm going to have to order that on Amazon. And they didn't have the Wet and Forget house spray either. I want to order that on Amazon. So, but there's no big rush on that right now. I'll probably still buy that sometime this week. So, just trying to get things situated. And then Home Depot also, I was on the hunt for eggplant starts. So I bought 2 eggplant starts and I bought 2 bush cucumbers. I've never had bush cucumbers before. I've just sort of had the vining kind. So these are burpless bush. So I wanted to try those. So, but Home Depot's little starts were like $3.95 a piece, and at Mark's you get 3 of them for I think it was $5. So a much better deal, but Mark's didn't have eggplant and they didn't have the cucumbers either. So I think I have everything that I wanted to grow in the garden this year. So tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, yellow squash, eggplant, cucumbers, lettuces. I'm going to plant some kale and some Swiss chard. Oh, and then I bought some onion starts a while back. I want to put those interspersed throughout the garden, whatever likes to grow with onions, and then because it'll keep some of the bugs out too. And then I have to plant my herbs. So hopefully next week sometime I'll have everything planted, and then I can add the fertilizer and whatever else I need in the garden. So, and then I still have to do cleanup out there, clean up a lot of the pots and things. I have to empty a lot of the pots yet. But first I wanted to get all my plants and see how many pots I'm actually going to need. So I'm not planting cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower and those. It just, those don't work for me for some reason. So, and I still have a couple little fruit trees I want to put in the big pots. And that's it. So that's my budget book. I've spent quite a bit of money on the garden this year, but not as much as I usually do. And I have to see if I have luck with the little fruit trees in the pots. We'll see how that works, because I can't really plant them in the common ground. I'm sure the landscapers would be complaining when all the fruit drops. So that's why I want to try and grow them in pots. So anyway, that's my focus on the budget book today. And hopefully I won't need to spend too much more on the garden. I know I have amendments in the garage that I want to use up, but I will probably have to buy some fertilizer at some point and call that good. All right. Well, it's still early. I don't have to get dressed yet, but pretty soon to take my little guy to the groomer, and the weather, I'm looking out the window at the weather. It's really starting to get dark out there, and the wind is really kicking up, and here comes the rain. I hope it stops raining by the time I have to take him to the groomer, because that's just going to complicate things. But anyway, I just wanted to show you what I got yesterday when I went to the store with my mom. My mom bought this stuff for me. So one of the first things I got when we went to Mark's, I got these for $1.99, these long Italian breads. And I like these because I can cut them in sections and make like a hoagie out of them. So I got those, and I got some strawberries at Mark's. And I think that was it, not much. And then we went to Dollar Tree. My mom needed some stuff there. And I ended up, I got this, looks like Olay Regenerist, but of course it's not. It's a knockoff. It's a night recovery cream. I wanted to give that a try. So I got that, and let's see. It's a small container, but this is what it looks like. It says it's fragrance-free. So let's take a look. So let's see, I don't know. It's light. So I'll give that a try, see if I like it. I've never seen that there before, but I haven't looked either, so it may not be new and it may be. So I got that, and I got these fudge-covered grams, and this is about half the size that it used to be. They used to be big and square. Now they're smaller and round, but I like these. They're good. So I got those. I got these white strips. I've used these before, and they're pretty good. You know, I mean, if you consistently use them, it's a 3-day treatment, and they have these. This is with infused with coconut oil, but they also have them with charcoal. And like I said, I've used these before, and it's time for me to do something with my teeth. Then I got this herbal toothpaste infused with activated charcoal, Brush Buddies. So I picked that up because I'm going to be on a mission to re-whiten my teeth, and it's a good size. It's a good size container. Well, it's sealed. I don't want to open it yet, but I'll be giving that a try. And then I got this Hydrate Lip Balm. It's Palmer's coconut oil formula. So I got that. And I got some more of these Lance's cream cheese Captain's wafers. I like these. I like to take these with me if I don't have time for breakfast. I take a to-go cup of coffee and a thing of those. You used to get 3 in a pack. 3. Now you get 2. So go figure. And then I also got this Danish style butter cookie tin. They carry these all the time. So I got those, just sometimes with a cup of tea, have something light. So that's what I got when I took my mom shopping. And of course my mom wanted to treat me, so... But anyway, she gets her pleasure out of that, so I'm not going to give her a hard time about it. I mean, usually I say, no, you don't know. To yes, I'm going to, and that's that. So, oh, and then I also got, sometimes I like to change things up. I like to do it in my home. I like to do it in my wardrobe. Sometimes I like to change up my makeup. I'll use something for a long time, and then either they'll discontinue it or I'll find something I like better. But you guys know that I have an obsession with nail polish. So I got this, these 3. This is a real dark purple. This one is called Flamingo, and it's a quick dry polish. And this is also a quick dry, and I think this is like forest green. So I got those. I wanted to try those out too. So that was it on my haul. And yeah, it's really gloomy out there this morning. So yeah, that was quite an adventure last night, chasing the aurora. But it would have been worth it had I seen them, but nothing. Nothing here. I can't see them here because too many trees. So, and I think the aurora here, when it does show up, is like more on the horizon, but I'm not sure. Although some people in the area did get some really nice photographs. Really, really nice. And I guess it depends on where you are because it's a geostorm. So I guess I kind of figured out, and I could be wrong, it depends on where you are. It's like a thunderstorm. You know, you have thunderstorms here, but not here. And the same goes with the aurora, I guess. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments below. So, all right, well, I better get dressed and figure out how I'm going to get my little man in the car if it's pouring rain like this, because the car is in the driveway. It's really hard getting him out of the house because the girls, as soon as they think I'm going out the door, they get all nervous and upset, and, you know, they do not like to be apart. That's why I can't walk them separately either. It would just be a fiasco getting them out the door and another fiasco getting them back in, because Bandit, he gets so upset. He chases the girls around for hours. It's like, oh, I missed you, come here. So, yeah, it's really strange. They're always together. They have been together since they were tiny babies. So, anyway, I'm going to go get dressed now and hope that the rain stops. And we'll see. Okay, well, I took my little buddy to the groomer. I always feel so bad when I drop him off. They're like, no. And it was pouring rain, just absolutely pouring. Oh, not a nice day. And then the landscapers show up and they finish mulching. Well, at least everything underneath the mulch is wet, so that's probably a good thing. And it looks pretty good, but I still have to get out there and spray with some weed and grass killer, but for now they just threw the mulch right over the weeds. It'll look good for maybe a week. So I'm having a nice, it is really chilly. It's that wet, cold, bone-chilling yuck. So I'm having actually a cup of tea, and I don't know if you can see this, but it's a very dark tea. It looks like coffee, and it's very robust, and it's the Ticino roasted herbal tea. Now this is not like their chicory coffee. This is a tea, and this flavor is vanilla nut, and it's made with organic herbs. It's prebiotic, acid-free, and caffeine-free, so this is something that I can definitely use. And you just make it like you make your regular tea. It's got organic carob, organic barley. This is all organic. It does have chicory, dates, almonds, figs, natural flavors, natural vanilla extract. And you make it like you'd make a regular tea, but it's a very dark tea, which I like. I don't like light teas. To me, it's like drinking hot water. So this is very good. It's the first time I've tried it. And I had ordered their sampler pack, which I like. And I have some of this Cinnabon creamer in here. I bought this actually for my grandson. He really likes it, so I picked that up for him. So I miss my little buddy. He's always here, right here with me. But I think Chloe misses him too, because she's kind of like a Velcro dog right now. I like my Velcro dogs. They're a lot of company. I'm doing some laundry. Finally, why do I always do that? Did you ever wonder why it's so hard to break habits? I mean, it's not that big a deal to throw wash in the washer and the dryer. I don't even mind folding it, but I hate putting laundry away. And I think the reason is because I still have too much stuff in my closet and drawers. I mean, they're very neat, they're not just a mess, but they're still pretty full. And I've gone over, I like to go through my things up in the closet and drawers once or twice a year and get rid of things that I don't wear, but I do hang on to things because it's like, I might wear that, like this shirt. I wore this the other day, and I love the colors in it. And I didn't get rid of it because I like the colors, but I really didn't wear this shirt for a long time. So I wore it the other day, and I love it again. So, I guess you gotta make a decision, make a hard decision there. Do you really love it, and I didn't love it. I liked it, but I loved the colors in it. So I hung on to it, and now I'm going to start wearing it again because it's perfect for weather when it's, a tank top is too chilly, a t-shirt isn't quite right, and I like to wear shirts because I can put a long sleeve t-shirt under, or short sleeve, whatever, so I like to layer clothes. I hope you can hear me over the washer. But anyway, so unless I just absolutely don't like it, I do tend to hang on to things. And it's not like I'm emotionally attached to them, but I know I liked it, and like with this shirt, I really like those colors in it. So what are you going to do? Anyway, that's why I figure every year or half year when I go through my clothes again, then I can decide, well, okay, I'll get rid of it this time. And I do, because I've given away many, many bags of clothes and shoes. I got rid of all my high heels. Some of them were brand new. I just can't wear them anymore. So things like that, there's no point to hanging on to, and somebody else might as well enjoy them. I did wear heels when I worked, but, you know, since I quit working, I mean, I've been retired now probably over 10 years, so they should have gone a long time. But, you know, I did date, so I would wear heels when I went on it, not the high ones. I never wore, like, stilettos or anything like that. But, you know, I always wore, like, maybe a 3-inch heel, you know, heels about this high. And I like heels. I think they're beautiful. But there's no sense to hanging on to them if you look really silly walking in them. And I was getting to the point where I was looking really silly walking in them. My gait has changed over the years. My walk doesn't flow anymore. It just kind of, it's become more mechanical. Well, I do have a mechanical hip, but ever since then, my gait has become more mechanical. And honestly, I wouldn't trust myself not to take a tumble with heels on. Now, I will wear a very small heel, depending on where I'm going. If I'm going somewhere where I'm going to be sitting most of the time, I'll wear a small heel. But all the other stuff I got rid of. So, and I don't regret it, you know. I mean, out of sight, out of mind. Some of the shoes that I got rid of, I don't even remember because I didn't wear them a lot because I had so many. But, yeah, so I'm waiting for the groomer to call me, and I'll go pick up my little man. And in the meantime, I'm going to finish my tea and do my laundry and relax a little bit in between loads. So, all right, cheers. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful afternoon. And I'll be back with my little buddy and show you what he looks like.
My handsome boy. Look how cute you look, and you got a bandana on, and you're so happy to get out of there, huh? There you go. Oh, okay, we're going to go home and see the girls, right? Right? There you go, boy. Was that a terrible thing? But you look handsome. And you don't have to go through it again for quite a while. All right, let's go home.
Oh, it's very windy out here today. I don't even want to open the door. It's pretty chilly, too. Oh, there it goes. I hope all my hard work doesn't blow away. Oh.
Come on, baby. Come in. It's cold. Come in.
Still missing one.
Here he comes. Okay.
All the kids are safe.
Oh, boy.
It's too early for your treat. Okay. Nobody wants to hear that loud noise. Today turned out to be a very lazy day. I just kind of worked on my laundry a little bit, and I took a nap. The weather made me really tired. I mean, sleepy tired, not just dragging tired. It was like, you know, where your eyes get heavy. So now I'm having a cup of gingerbread ticino. It's very good. My 3 favorite flavors so far, they have a lot of flavors, is the raspberry mocha, gingerbread, and the cookie one. Oh boy. Anyway, those are my favorites. Snickerdoodle, that's it, Snickerdoodle. And I think the raspberry with the raspberry mocha International Delight creamer is my favorite, but the other 3 or the other 2 are just as good. So cheers. So I'm winding down my day that was not real eventful. My puppies now are all clean and trimmed. I have to get Chloe a bath and her nails trimmed yet. But it's pretty expensive. It runs about $60 for each of the dogs, and it's not any cheaper for Chloe, even though she's not getting a trim. It costs about the same. So I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. So I'm going to see maybe if my daughter can go with me one time. There's a place down the road where you can bathe them yourself. And I have shampoo and all that, so I'm thinking maybe I'll do that. And then I'll take her to the groomer and just have her nails trimmed, because they only charge $5 for that, which I think is very reasonable. And they're just too fidgety for me to do any of that. I made the mistake of not doing that when they were puppies, because they were so dramatic about the whole thing. So I'd rather just pay the money and have it done. So tomorrow is Mother's Day, and I'm going to be going to my daughter's for brunch, and then right after brunch I'm going to go pick up my mom, and I'm going to go to my middle son. His name's Eric. I'll be going to his house for a cookout. So it'll be a very nice, relaxing Mother's Day with my family, which is my very favorite thing in the whole world to do. So the sun's coming out, but boy, is it windy out there. So the weather's taken a turn for the worst, and I guess when Deb and I did the garden, that was the best day ever as far as weather. There was a breeze, it was nice and warm. I even got a little bit of color on my face and back. So anyway, the summer is trying to roll in, but the cold weather and the rainy weather of spring are still hanging on, because summer isn't until the middle of June, almost the end of June. So there's still time, and it's okay as long as I get most of the things done by the time the hot weather comes. I'll be happy. So I was thinking today, how can I make gardening even easier for myself? Every spring I get a plethora of weeds on my patio, and I'm trying to think of a way to make it easier to get rid of those without, getting on my hands and knees and pulling them out. So the plan I've come up with is to just weed whack them down and then just pour the vinegar and salt solution over them. Now I still have some commercial weed killer that I want to use up, so I'll use that first, and then I'll transition over to the vinegar and salt solution. So I have a trimmer that I've had for a lot of years, but it's a plug-in. And I have a plug in the garage and on the deck, but neither one of those, well, the one in the garage I could use. So I thought, what could I do to make gardening easier next year? So what I did was I went on Amazon and I ordered a combination weed whacker and leaf blower. So I think that'll make things much easier. And they're smaller, they're not big. The weed whacker I have is a little bit bigger, and I've had it for years. And I do have a leaf blower that I got at Aldi's a few years back, but they're both plug-ins. So I thought maybe getting something that's not plugged in, that's rechargeable, might make things easier. And then I'll let the other two go, either see if the family wants it or to donation. So, all right, my friends, well, I'm going to go do a little bit more laundry. I've been snacking my way through the day. It's one of those days, it's like, all right, I'm going to have a little bit of salty, and then I'm going to have a little bit of sweet, and then, you know, then my grandson wanted some mac and cheese, so I had a little tiny bit of that. So I've kind of been eating my way through the day. So anyway, that's all I have for you today, my friends. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.